Dear students, welcome to the 23rd session, which is on the Pickwick Papers of Charles Dickens, prescribed by the Mangalore University for 3rd semester BA Optional English, Paper 3, Victorian Literature. This is Vasanta Ravi Prakash, Associate Professor, Department of English, Purnapratna College, Udupi. This video highlights chapters 21 to 24. In the previous session, you have seen the story of Nathaniel Pipkin, who was misused by Maria Lourdes to get her wish to marry Mr. Henry fulfilled. You have seen how Mr. Winkle and Mr. Pickwick are pushed to an awkward situation even though they don't commit any mistake. Mainly, Mr. Pickwick is accused for cheating Mrs. Bardell and is insulted by Mrs. Bardell's lawyers, Dodson and Fogg. Mr. Pickwick goes in search of his lawyer, Mr. Perker, to hand over the writ. Mr. Pickwick meets Mr. Louchen, that is, Perker's clerk, at Perker's office. An old man named Mr. Bamber tells some stories related to haunted law chambers. He also narrates a story called The Queer Client. The story depicts the ordeal a young family faces when the father is thrown into debtor's prison. When the father is in the prison, his child dies. Very soon, his wife too dies. The father and the father-in-law of the man in the prison do not help him even though they could afford to repay his debts. The man decides to revenge against those who caused the ruin of his family. The man's father dies and he gets the wealth from his father's property. This helps him to pay off his debts and come out of the prison. When he comes out, he ruins his brother-in-law and his father-in-law. He digs a fresh grave for his child and his wife and buries them there. This story emphasizes the problems which the debtors faced during Dickens' time. The story The Queer Client offers a contrast to the narrative The Pickwick Papers. The motive of Dickens is to narrate amusing stories in between the sketches of the various experiences of the Pickwickians. But the story The Queer Client is filled with pathos, expressing sorrow and helplessness. The story introduces the subject of debtor's prison, which later becomes an integral factor in the novel. Mr. Pickwick's deep involvement in the story is as if he were caught by the legal system. This horrific story is a preamble to introduce a serious mood, which in turn indicates that Pickwick would face difficulties in future. On the other side, we see Sam and his father, Tony Weller, waiting for Mr. Pickwick to go in search of Mr. Jingle in Ipswich. Mr. Weller is displeased with his wife as she devotes herself to spiritual matters, especially to a spiritual leader called Mr. Stiggins. It is obvious that Mr. Weller disliked Mr. Stiggins when he mentions that he has hit Stiggins once and he is ready to repeat it. In a coach while going to Ipswich, Mr. Pickwick meets a man named Magnus who is filled with anxiety as he is getting ready to propose marriage. Later, Mr. Pickwick goes looking for his watch and ends up in an awkward situation He accidentally gets into a middle-aged lady's room. He excuses himself and quickly returns to his room. Sam, who finds Mr. Pickwick returning in a confused state, helps him to reach his room safely. In this episode, we see Sam's role as a caring and supportive caretaker, and he is more a well-wisher to Pickwick than a servant. Sam's father takes leave of his son in a very emotional manner and tells him that they may not meet each other again. Sam finds Jock Trotter emerging from someone's yard. Jock Trotter tries to dodge Sam Weller, but he doesn't succeed. Jock Trotter blames Mr. Jingle for all mishappenings. He asserts that he would like to part ways from Jingle and wants to marry a local woman and settle down. This local woman is a town magistrate's cook. Sam makes an appointment to meet Job again that night. Sam gets no clue regarding Jingle from Job Trotter at this juncture. Later, Sam understands that Jingle and Job Trotter stay in Nupkin's house. This episode speaks about Tony Weller's disappointment in marrying a widow. He is so frustrated that he advises Sam not to marry anyone. On the other side, Dickens also exposes Job Trotter's crafty nature. Magnus feels nervous to propose marriage, and Mr. Pickwick helps him through training him to propose. Magnus introduces his fiancée to Mr. Pickwick. She happens to be the same lady whose room Mr. Pickwick had accidentally entered the night before. Magnus becomes suspicious, and he and Pickwick prepare to enter into a duel. Mr. Tupman witnesses the confrontation. Here we see Mr. Pickwick once again in trouble. Slowly, the Pickwickians also get into trouble for attempting to rescue Mr. Pickwick from police custody. The horrified lady, that is, the lady with whom Magnus was engaged, runs away to the town's magistrate, Mr. Nupkin, to get Mr. Tupman and Mr. Pickwick arrested. Her intention was to stop the duel between Mr. Pickwick and Magnus. Grummer, a police officer, arrests Mr. Pickwick and Mr. Tupman. When Sam and Pickwickians attempt to rescue Pickwick and Tupman, they too get arrested. Sam gets to know that Jingle and Job Trotter stay in Mr. Nupkin's house. The Pickwickians, who are travelling and spending their time freely, slowly get tangled in serious issues even though they were not guilty of any crime or mistakes. Students, here we come to the end of the session 23. Thank you.